The film starts with Finn, who's an aspiring artist. He's struggling to find inspiration for his next painting. He lives in a small house with his best friend, Jasper, and works as the manager for the housing community. He spends his days thinking about his next painting while working as a plumber. While working one day, he sees an old hat sitting in front of a highly secure storage unit. A security guard named Joe helps Finn from time to time. When Finn returns to his house one day, he finds out that his next-door neighbor, Mr. Henry, hasn't paid his rent yet. Joe also tells Finn that Henry's car has been receiving non-stop parking tickets for the last week. This makes Finn a little concerned, so he asks his girlfriend Callie to go check on the old man. Callie goes to Henry's house, and she finds something strange inside. So she asks Finn and Jasper to accompany her to the house, and they find a whole collection of Polaroid pictures of their living room. These pictures are taken by a giant camera that's bolted to the floor. Some pictures are missing, and they think that Henry was a creep who used to spy on them. The latest picture from the camera shows their coat rack in a strange position. They don't know what to make of all this, so they just decide to inform the landlord about all of this. That evening, Callie is about to leave for her shift as a waitress when she accidentally knocks over the coat rack and it falls in a position that's identical to the one in the photo. The friends are speechless, so they quickly go to the house and start looking at all the pictures that the camera took in the last week. Around this time, the camera takes another picture, and this one shows Callie and Jasper standing in the room with other people. They're creeped out because they were supposed to have a party tomorrow. After looking at all the pictures, Callie and Finn come to the conclusion that the camera takes pictures of the future. Jasper doesn't want to believe this, but Finn and his girlfriend are looking for any information about Henry or the machine. This is when they find out that Henry saw his death in one of the pictures, and he was attempting to change the future. Finn also remembers the hat in front of the storage unit. They open the unit to find Henry's charred corpse inside. They assume that Henry tried to mess with the flow of time, and that's why he died in such a horrible way. That night, they think about reporting all of this to the police, but Jasper says that they can use this camera to actually change their lives. He wants to use the camera to know about the race results, and that way, he can win a lot of money every time he makes a bet. Finn isn't feeling too good about this, but Callie is okay with Jasper's idea. So the next day, they have the party in their house, where Callie and Jasper are dancing in the living room while Finn is watching them from Henry's house. At 8 p.m., the camera takes another picture. Finn figures out that the camera is on a timer, and it takes a picture at 8 p.m. each day. In the latest picture, he can see a painting that he made in the future, and this makes him excited. He shares the news with his friends, and the next day, Jasper uses the results from the picture to make the bets, while Finn spends the day making the painting that he saw. Callie, on the other hand, makes sure that no one suspects Henry's death, so she moves his car. In the evening, they just get back together in the living room for the next photo. They take these photos every day for a week, and they keep getting rich in the process. Then one day, they're standing near the camera for the next picture when they're shocked to see Jasper and Callie kissing in the picture while Finn is painting. Obviously, they're disturbed by the picture, but they don't want to change the flow of time. So Finn allows Callie to kiss Jasper while he'll make the painting from the picture. But when he finishes the painting and turns around, Jasper and Callie are being intimate, and this makes Finn mad. He goes to check the next picture, and in this one, they can see a man sitting in the living room with Jasper. The man is Jasper's bookie, and his name is Ivan. They're worried that Ivan is there for some bad reason, but Jasper tells them to calm down. The next day, as the night falls, Finn tells everyone that he's going outside. Callie agrees to join him, and they leave Jasper to deal with Ivan. However, Finn just sits in his car with Callie and tells her that he's not going to leave Jasper alone. In the car, Callie apologizes for being intimate with Jasper, and Finn forgives her, and they even kiss each other. Inside the house, Ivan makes it clear that he suspects Jasper of cheating. He explains how he used to break people's legs for this kind of stuff, and he threatens to beat Jasper up with a baseball bat. So Jasper admits that he has inside information, and he offers to let Ivan share the spoils of his bets. During this conversation, Callie comes in and shows Jasper the next picture, in which he's spying on her while she's modeling for a nude painting for Finn. Ivan sees this and leaves without saying anything. The next day, Callie gets ready for her painting, while Jasper goes outside to stand in his place. While making the painting, Finn again shares a romantic moment with his girlfriend, and the spark seems to return in their relationship. However, they're shocked to see Ivan and his henchman Marcus standing outside with Jasper. The men are armed and they force Jasper to show them the camera. Jasper takes Ivan to the camera and explains how it provides pictures from the future. Ivan's overjoyed to see this machine, and he asks Jasper to provide him with a picture each day, and only he will make bets. In return, Jasper and his friends will get 5% of the winnings. So now, Jasper gives the pictures to Marcus and also tries to take snapshots of the Polaroids for Finn's painting. Then one day, they see a painting of a skull. Jasper is paranoid and thinks that it's a sign of something bad. So, he spends the night hiding weapons around the house. He even practices stabbing people. The next day, Joe tells Finn that he's a police officer now, and he gives his card to Finn. However, Marcus sees this interaction. So that night, Ivan pays them a visit. He suspects them of talking to the police. He's about to hurt Callie when Jasper tells him that the next picture shows his death. He also tells Ivan how Marcus is the one who kills him. So Ivan takes the gun from Marcus and goes to see the picture. When he comes back, he finds Marcus dead in the chair. That's when Jasper bashes his head with a bat. He then hides the bodies in the storage unit with Finn. Jasper still wants to keep using the camera. The next picture shows him with Ivan's money, and he's over the moon. Callie, on the other hand, is angry with Finn for not saving her. Finn wants to leave, but Callie doesn't, so Finn has no choice but to stay. That night, they're visited by Henry's friend Dr. Heidecker. She sees Henry's hat and pulls out a gun. So the boys show her Henry's body. She knows about the camera and explains that Henry died due to exposure to thorium gas. She then shows them a picture that Henry took almost a week into the future. Jasper wants to know if she can program the camera to take pictures of the distant future, but she says only Henry knew the controls, so Jasper shoots her. The next day, Finn is arguing with Jasper, who says that Heidecker had to die because she could expose them. Even Callie takes Jasper's side. In the evening, she's helping Jasper to get ready for tomorrow's picture when she sees the next photo. Finn, on the other hand, has packed up to leave. That's when Callie shows him the picture in which she's making love to Jasper while Finn is passed out on the couch. Finn spends the night drinking and looking at pictures. He says he's the reason why Callie would cheat. He explains how he bought a ring but never proposed. That's when Jasper knocks him out. He ties him up and takes him to the storage unit. Jasper still believes that they shouldn't change the future, so he's done this to stop Finn from running away. Finn is tied, but he manages to sneak out. He takes Henry's keys to open the door. The next morning, he calls Jasper and threatens to drop a bucket of water on the camera. He wants Jasper to let them leave, so Jasper wakes up Callie. Finn tells Callie to take Jasper's gun and get ready. He goes back to the house and takes back the gun. But Jasper uses a hidden golf club and hits Finn. They start fighting and Jasper takes Finn down. He's going to hit Finn with a hammer, but Callie hits him in the head with a glass globe. Jasper dies while Callie picks Finn up. He remembers that he has to make the painting from the picture, but something doesn't add up. He goes to talk to Callie, who's hiding something. She puts Finn in their bedroom to rest, but he gets out and sees Callie posing for the camera that takes a picture. Finn is beyond confused, and he sees that Callie has written instructions about killing Jasper. He asks her to explain everything. So, Callie finally tells him that the camera takes pictures 2 times each day. She would always hide the pictures taken at 8 a.m. She shows him the pictures and explains how those pictures gave her instructions about saving her relationship. She also admits that she cheated on Finn with Jasper a month ago. She hid those pictures and at the right time exchanged them to cause a fight between the 2 friends. She's clearly gone mad, and Finn takes away her engagement ring. He's pissed off, and he just wants to destroy the machine. But Callie stops him. She says that she can use the machine to change her past and future, but Finn knows that it's not possible. Callie has a gun in her hand, but Finn still goes to get rid of the camera, so Callie shoots him. She feels bad and believes that she can send a message to her past self and change this horrible situation. So, she puts up another note on the window that says, "Don't get caught." However, Joe sees her with the note and the blood on the window. He checks the house and takes her into custody. The note falls down, and she tries to go back and put it up, but Joe takes her away. The film ends with the camera producing another Polaroid.